Tonight, in the Legends League, just 4 games, but a big 4 games, as tonight the San Antonio Spurs of 2013 and 14 will play at the Toronto Raptors of 2018-2019, both NBA champions. The Spurs 3-1, the Raptors are 2-2. When you only play 17 games, then every single game is huge. And when you have 10 teams, 500 will probably get you in to something, but you want to be in the top 6. So here it is. The Spurs have Tim Duncan, a leader in points and rebounds. Tony Parker with assists. Kawhi Leonard, leader in points and rebounds. And Van Vliet, and the leader in assists there. So welcome to the pregame show here. It's very interesting that the standings, the league standings here, we're going to take a look at all of the divisions and all that. The Spurs lead theirs at 3-1. Mavericks, Rockets, Bulls, Thunder, and Nuggets are there. But really, they lead, and if they win today, that'll be big for them. In the Southeast, the Lakers are still undefeated. The Celtics are 3-2. The Milwaukee Bucks, everybody else is under 500. The Southwest, the Golden State Warriors are 4-1. The Lakers of 70-71 are 3-1. The 76ers and Pistons have a big game. If the Pistons win through 7 games, they'll be 3-4. That shall be all right. But they lose through 7 of 17 games, they'll be 2-5, and that's danger zone there. Northwest, the Portland Trailblazers of 90-91. They're a good basketball team, and they are the only team above 500 in that group. In the Pacific, Orlando, remember this is not geographical, and the 03-04 Lakers are tied, but the 03-04 Pistons are also 4-2. A lot of good teams there. The Atlantic Division, the Bucks lost their first game. They finally lost one, and the Miami Heat won 4 in a row. They beat the Chicago Bulls 95-96. The Miami Heat, as you can see, the Toronto Raptors are 2-2. They want to go 3-2, and that's the San Antonio Spurs right there that we saw. That's a big one at 3-1. Looking at the different things, the top 6. You have the Bucks, Heat in the East, the Lakers, Spurs. So they are 4th. Mavericks are 5th, Celtics are 6th, Rockets are 7th, Raptors are 8th, and Milwaukee is 9, and Chicago is 10. And then a lot of other teams here. Remember, the top 6 get in. 7, 8, 9, and 10 go to entry-level playoff here. Magic, Lakers, Warriors, 1, 2, and 3. Pistons, Lakers, 70-71, and Cavaliers, Blazers, Pacers there. Jazz and the Kings. Hitting that three-pointer was big. And then you see all the other, the Kings are the 10th team. Taking a look right now at the season statistics and points. You have Kevin Durant. Yeah, David Miller's terrible. But anyway, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Westbrook, and Kobe. Offensive rebounds a game, Dennis Rodman. Defensive rebounds a game, Kevin McHale. Rebounds per game, Akeem. And Rodman is at 17.6. Assists, Casey Jones. He's really good. Steals, Rajon Rondo. Gary Payton and Scottie Pippen. Blocks, Abdul-Jabbar is unbelievable, 7 a game. Turnovers a game, you don't want to be Pippen, and he did it. Field goals made, Kyrie Irving. The best shooters, Jordan and Jordan. You know that. Field goal percentage, Tim Duncan, and you'll see him tonight. 3-pointers per game, Steph Curry with 4 attempted. Steph Curry. Lowry and Leonard are big. You're going to see a lot of them tonight. And as you take a look, free throw percentage, there's still some that haven't missed. Abdul-Jabbar is averaging 42 minutes a game. There are a lot of people averaging a lot of minutes a game. George McGinnis is one of the biggest foulers per game. Philadelphia, tough defense, but it doesn't matter. And well, it does matter, but it doesn't matter for the Sixers, who are 500 and struggling. Taking a look here, we are going to take a look here at 0405 Spurs, or the other Spurs. There are two Spurs teams. And they were, believe it or not, different. One had Tim Duncan, and the others don't. A little bit of difference here. They're going to play in the Spurs at the Raptors. It'll be in Toronto. You have Leonard and Duncan. Both Kawhi Leonard is on both teams. He's better for the Raptors. Both teams won NBA titles, and it should be interesting to see who gets this. The Spurs are 3-1. The Toronto Raptors are 2-2. And what that means is simply that if the Spurs win, you only play 17 games. So that is so big. That is so big if you can get a win, especially with only 17 games.
Next weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, it's Top Deck. All games
we'll see you at the field, at the stadium.
XP. Meanwhile, the city hosts Mobile One Grand Prix. Start your engines and finish the race.
Here in Toronto. This is big as the Toronto Raptors. Scotiabank Arena here in Toronto. And this is a huge home court advantage. A very big game. We're ready to go, and we're underway. The Spurs win the opening tip. With the Spurs, they have Parker, they have Green, they go to Kawhi Leonard. He's one version of Leonard. He's going to go, and he smacked it to himself. Here comes Lowry again. Lowry inside to Powell, and it's going to be the first two of the game for Toronto. An early 2-0 lead. Toronto can really score. They are built to score a lot. There's a three. Green missed it. Duncan tips it back to Green. This is early on, a big game. If Toronto wins, they'll be 3-2. They go to Splitter inside. Splitter gets blocked again. I forget who that's by, but here's Lowry. Lowry, it's 4-0 Toronto. And it'll be 4-0 Toronto early. Splitter, that was Serge Ibaka who had that early block, and now he gets a rebound. Inside, Siakam, and he'll go to the line. One on Duncan, and if he gets in foul trouble, they're in trouble.
First team foul.
That is Tim Duncan, and we want to...
At the line for Toronto.
Pascal Siakam.
2 shots.
Shoot two. Let me put Tim Duncan here. There we go. That's Tim Duncan. Had to put him in the... So Siakam will shoot two, and he nailed him. Oh, he misses one. I thought he nailed it. Siakam for his second, and it is an early 5-0 Toronto lead. Just a minute and 8 seconds in, and Toronto is already 5 points. They can't keep that up. Parker to Duncan, he's too far back. They got Splitter. I think Splitter is working too much in the offense. I mean, seriously. Here comes Tony Parker, and a miss, and here's Lowry again. Lowry will have it. Tonight, Toronto, San Antonio, and then we have Ecuador and Mexico, and that's going to be 2 more for Kawhi Leonard. It's now 7-0. The first 7 points are Toronto's. San Antonio has yet to score. Popovich is upset. Leonard pulls and misses. Siakam gets the rebound. Siakam again, Lowry. 7-0 Toronto early. Leonard, he's got to shoot. Leonard and a foul, and he'll go to the line. Second on Duncan. Tim, look at him, he is shocked. And Popovich is upset.
At the line for your Raptors, Kawhi Leonard taking 2 shots.
And that's going to be 2. They're going to take Duncan out when he's needed the most. They haven't scored a point yet. Oh, that was horrible. Leonard, Duncan will come out. Ginobili, I think, is going to come in. They're going to switch some people around. And Leonard nails it. It is 8-0. They're only 2 of 4 in foul shots. And Parker again. Parker, we're looking for the first 2. Parker, and that should easily be 2, and it is. It's 8-2. They get their first points. 19.5 a game. And Toronto has the 6-point lead to begin the game. Powell now. Powell to Lowry. Kawhi for 3. Nails it. It's now 11-2. How can he be so bad at foul shots? And hit that 3. It's the same guy on the same team. Of course, he also plays on San Antonio. 3-1 the Spurs are. And a miss. Here's Siakam again. Siakam, there's 2, and he can't have it. Here's Manu. Manu will get to Parker. Parker, and he'll just get the lay-in. San Antonio has 2 field goals today, and they're both layups. They get it down to Kawhi Leonard. They got Serge Ibaka. Here's Kawhi, and he missed the dunk. And Splitter, and they got a break because they got Leonard back. The other Leonard will nail it. It's 11-6. And the Toronto Raptors, an NBA championship team, and it is 11-6. Leonard now. Nice pass, and he nails to Serge Ibaka. Well, if the Spurs are only hitting 30%, if the Spurs can win today, they'll be 4-1. And in a 17-game season, that is big. In a 17-game tournament, in a tournament where you play everybody once in your bracket, and you're 17, that is standing pretty. 4-1 and a miss. Here's Ibaka, and they give it to Powell. He'll go down the other way. Lowry. Kawhi Leonard nails it, another 3. He has 2 threes in a game at 16-6. Here's Leonard against Leonard. He gets hacked. He hacked himself. Powell. Powell again to Leonard. Kawhi wants to score again. Trying to get around and through and 1. And Kawhi Leonard is dominating this first quarter.
Defensive foul. Tony Parker.
This is about the worst start that you could have if you're a Spurs fan. This is about as bad as it gets.
At the line for Toronto.
Not only are you down 18-6, but you got Parker with a foul, Duncan with 2. They got Manu in a lineup and a timeout. They want to talk about it. 19-6 Toronto. That's incredible.
For your North Side crew.
19-6 Toronto leads San Antonio. Manu to Parker. Here comes Parker to Splitter. And Splitter misses offensive board, and he misses twice. Oh, he needed to nail it, and that hurts. That really does. He's going to have to take it. Here's Leonard with the interception. The Spurs are down by 13 early. A lot of these games have been blowouts. Parker. He's got to do something. He's just dribbling it, and no good. And here comes Toronto the other way. Siakam Lowry right down the middle, and the way-in is good. It's 21-6. And any sort of hope San Antonio could have had for a good start is done. And Greg Popovich is trying to just stall. It's 21-6. I mean, what do? You have some people on the bench. Your starters are going to have to play a lot more for a team that's 3-1. They certainly couldn't really do this. Boris Jow is in there. Here's Green. Tony Parker, and taken away by Lowry. Lowry will have it. He'll try and bring it in. Lowry. Lowry, a miss. Jow. Parker, and he will go high off glass, and he misses. This is just up and down and up and down. A couple sets here. Paul Gasol, it's either Paul or Mark. Scoring is slowed down a little bit. Lowry, oh, what a play. It's Marc Gasol, and Marc Gasol, it's a 17-point lead, and this is about as bad as it can get. It can get worse. Ginobili, what a shot, but he couldn't take it and couldn't hold it. Ginobili does the runner and puts it in, and finally ends that long streak. That's the first time in probably about 2 or 3 minutes that San Antonio has scored. Lowry again at 23-8. Here's Mark. Lowry for 3, and they can't beat that. That's going to be Lowry. It is 26-8 now. And this game is going to be a rout if they don't do something. Already in the first quarter, it's going to be too much. Parker should have taken it right there. Green. Leonard to Chow. Here's Green. Ginobili. There it is. No good. And here's Marc Gasol. I don't think they're going to hold him to single digits, but it's going to look good. And Siakam again nails it. It's 28-8, a 20-point lead for Toronto here early. You know, in those college games where you only score 60 points and somebody races out to a 12-0 lead, this is the exact equivalent of that. It's 28-8. Parker, oh my God, they can't even get that to roll. Three, no good. Siakam puts it in. 30-8. Like, what do you do? It's 30-8. One of the best first quarters that you could possibly have, a 22-point lead. You never know how it's going to go. Parker, and they can't do a thing. They can't hit a thing. Toronto is worst in the league at rebounding. Well, not worse. There's 36 teams, so remember that. Lowry, high and a miss. Here comes Green. They got Parker. Parker will come down. Parker, and he nails it. All of them are layups. It's 30-10. You can't keep this up with just layups. They haven't been able to get a shot to go in. Kawhi Leonard already has 2 threes. Leonard, no good. He gets his own rebound and puts it through. It's 32-10. 22 points early. I mean, the Spurs are a good team, but you're forcing them to do something they can't. And that's accelerate their offense. They had Ginobili open. Parker. And he can't have it. They're not even getting those to go in. Here's Kawhi Leonard. Marc Gasol, and he'll go to the line. Boris Jow with the foul.
That's his first personal foul. 14 fouls. At the line for your Raptors.
Toronto 32, and that's 33. You can see why, what a statement by Toronto. What a statement. I mean, 33-point assists, off assists, and 3 3-pointers. Green, and there's Marc Gasol. Van Vliet, he has 5 assists a game. He tried to do that himself, and he couldn't under a minute. Toronto is just blowing out San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard, and a miss. Van Vliet, oh my, and that's exactly what they want. It's 35-10. And this thing is ugly so far. Mills for 3, no good. Gasol to Siakam. This has been a lot of fast breaks. No good. Gasol, now if it counts, they're going to count it, but they're going to look at it. They're going to say it's good right now. It's 37-10, and you're talking about San Antonio needing a huge boost here in the second quarter. So they're going to count that one as good. I can't believe it's 37-10. You don't see blowouts like this. Maybe 10, 12, 14 points. But right now, the Raptors are just absolutely blowing out the San Antonio Spurs. If you're the Spurs, you just got to get things going your way. I think that's Jeremy Lin. He misses. Duncan is back out there with 2 fouls, and he's rested. Mills, and he misses. Here's Mills again. All of them have been layups. See, they can't get anything but layups going. They're only shooting 21%. The Raptors at 65. Van Vliet. Marc Gasol, he's on a mismatch. Van Vliet for 3, no good. Here's Gasol, and he puts it through. Marc Gasol again. And it is, I mean, what do you do if you're the Spurs? Mills again got to go inside, and they'll lay it through. And they got more offense there in the last 2 possessions than they did in the first quarter. 10 in the first quarter, 4 in the first minute. Lin got it, and it is 41-14. And Joseph again. Joseph will have it. That's Tim Duncan. They need a lot of that, and you're not in a hurry to come back. You have the defense to be there whenever Toronto goes cold. But what you need to do, here's Van Vliet, and that's going to be a kick ball. The Raptors will have it. You got to just be playing what we call statistic basketball. The problem is You have to beat Toronto by 25 points, and Toronto's good. And oh yeah, Serge Ibaka, watch this. Slam. That was in the first quarter. That set the tone for the game. Toronto up 41-16. They're going to go to Van Vliet. Oh, what a move. Pulls and misses. Splitter again, the rebound. Now, Splitter, you got to use everybody now. You can't have Splitter. I think the offense was running a little too much through Splitter. Mills again to Joseph. Oh, you want to go inside. They're looking into Duncan and not going to get it. Joseph, no good. Here's Duncan again, and they're going to let him go. You don't want to pick up a foul. You don't want to pick up a three-point play. You pick up two three-point plays, and that's another possession, so you don't want to do that at this point. Blocked, and that's Van Vliet went up front. He's an assist guy, and Mills, they dish it to Splitter. I thought Mills should have taken it, and a foul on Ibaka, his first. Splitter will now shoot 2. And he misses 1.
Splitter taking 2 shots.
Splitter straddles that in. It's 41-19. Van Vliet. Oh, what a move and what a score. Van Vliet goes right down the middle. They're shooting over 60%. And they have a lot of points. That's going to be a foul on Van Vliet. Just a dumb foul.
That's his first personal foul.
You're hot. There is no need. Duncan, who sat out most of the first quarter, is probably going to be in most of this game unless it is a huge blowout at the end. Leonard, and he puts it past. It's down to 22, was as high as 27. And they know that the San Antonio Spurs are a team. If anybody can come back, there's Lynn. He puts it in. Lynn will make it 45-21. They're doing it himself. Leonard, no, in and out, and Ibaka the rebound. Well, that's all they do. Toronto, one of the worst rebounding, number 36 in the league. They're 32nd. Oh, Lynn was open, wanted to get him. Green. And that's nothing. That's nothing. They're not going to get that. A shot clock violation. We've had blowouts. You know, that Chicago game was a blowout. This game is so far a blowout. I mean, my God, it was like 38-10. Kawhi Leonard can't hit it. And Ibaka the other way. They push it up to Van Vliet. And he's going to pull. They're going to settle the scoring here a little bit. Van Vliet pulls and misses. Here's Joseph the other way. Into Duncan, and an and one that's as good as a three-pointer. Well, this might be 20 now. We're not even halfway through the second, and they've cut it to 20, and yes, they have. They've cut it, actually, to 21. 27-21, a little bit by little bit. That's how you, Van Vliet was wide open. Oh, they're playing aggressive. Duncan's better be careful. He has 2 fouls. You don't want to get him out. They were absolutely destroyed, and that'll be a foul on Joseph, his first.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line
And
for
he'll
your
miss
Raptors,
one.
OG and Utility. 2 shots.
45, 24, 46 as he straddles it in. We're not even halfway through the second. Ginobili, it's 42, it's 22, the lead. Green. You know he wants to pull. He can't get at Ecuador and Mexico next. Oh, Van Vliet nails it. It is 48-24 Toronto, and this game is on the verge. The Spurs. Here's Manu. Ginobili. He kind of walked all over the place too on Ibaka, and they wanted that, and Ginobili will go to the line.
Shooting for San Antonio.
San Antonio.
2 shots.
Tony Parker will come back in. He misses. 23, we're right on that sort of thing. Powell, and he nails it. It's exactly twice the amount. They doubled the score. 50-25 San Antonio. Well, they had it down, and now it's back up to where it was. Duncan against Leonard, and Duncan puts it in. He's going to get a few of these. You know, to cut down, they're going to bring it inside with Duncan. Powell. Lowry, and he's going to get it in. Oh, what a block! What a block by Duncan. Here comes Ginobili. Ginobili. Off glass, no good. Ginobili again, inside the lane. He's got to do something, and it'll be 3 seconds, and he can't get anything. Powell. Now brings it down to Lowry. This thing is a blowout. Lowry, oh my. Kyle Lowry, 7 points in the first quarter, 3 of 6. He's got more though. To Duncan, and he'll put it in. Duncan's going to get a lot of those. They don't want to hammer him. They're leading by 23, and San Antonio needs some easy baskets. Kawhi Leonard, and a miss. Here's Duncan. Splitter. They got to do something now. Parker in and out, and they can't hit. Here's Lowry now. Oh, and what a block by Duncan. That was inside. I thought there was going to be a Duncan. With the block, Parker, and he runs in to Ibaka, but they're going to keep it. They go to Manu. Here's Manu. Van Vliet with the steal. Here he goes. Van Vliet goes all the way. Back up to 25. Toronto is really looking good. Another timeout by the Spurs. 3:26 to go here and a half. It's all Toronto right now. I mean, they're just blowing out the Spurs.
Section 1, a t-shirt. Into the lineup for the Spurs.
If the Spurs don't get within 20 at the half, I would say it might be over. Parker, they're down to 4 timeouts, which isn't too bad. Boris Jow, Duncan, and Duncan again, no good. They just got nobody else. Powell. And Quiet, 2 early 3-pointers that were insane. They got a huge lead. 25, and Duncan a rebound. Again, they're going to bring Duncan in for most of this most of this game. I wouldn't see maybe, oh, they should have got that. Parker nails it.
The assist. Danny Green.
Well, I mean, they might bring him out in the last minute for an extended rest. But Tim Duncan is going to be needed 3. Nailed it. Kawhi Leonard with his 3rd three-pointer. I mean, look at Toronto. Ginobili to Duncan. Ginobili, that's going to be blocked. It'll be Toronto.
Toronto ball.
We've seen some games that have been incredibly good, like the Lakers and the Kings.
2 minutes remaining in the
But a lot of these have been blowouts so far, under 2. Here in the first half, I would say it'd be like a 2-minute warning. Oh, what a move by Leonard. Gets his own rebound and puts it through. It's now up to 28. You know, they were chipping away and then they just got beat. They just got absolutely beat there. Ginobili. They need something here because right now they're getting so killed. That's Ginobili. He can't have it. Leonard the other way. Got about a minute to go. Three from Lowry. He can hit those. See, this is the thing. You'd think that San Antonio would be getting some of their offense done because they could, Ginobili, they could run to break after long misses. It's going to be out of bounds, and the Spurs, under a minute to go, will have it.
Into the lineup for the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard.
And under a minute to go in the second quarter. First quarter was a little choppy, but this is Parker, and he misses. They're just trying to shoot. It's funny because the close range game doesn't really lead to fast breaks. There's Leonard. Oh, what a move. And he misses. So Leonard for the Spurs picks it up. I mean, they're going to have to shoot. And he gets around himself. Leonard again. This will be for Toronto. Intercepted. They got to try and score here. Parker. They want to get something. They only have 31 points. Boris. Missed it, and that's it. At the half, Toronto is blowing out San Antonio 59-31. Enjoy the halftime show. We'll be back. MV, good to see you. MV, very good to see you. I'm glad you're in here, MV. Very glad to see you. Hope things are very well with you. Hope things are very good with you. Good to see you, MV. Well, I mean, if you're the Spurs, you need a 30-10 quarter just to be competitive. as you are down by 28 points, 59-31. And we begin the third. These have been blowouts left and right, and Toronto 59-31. Kawhi Leonard 19.6 rebounds and 2 blocks. He has been incredible tonight. 3 3-pointers I can remember. As we begin the second half. Here's Kawhi. Oh, almost traveled. Oh, he'll just pull and miss. There's Parker. Parker will take it here. Oh, what a move. He's got to lay this in, and he does. Kind of a weird sort of move that happened. And Spurs score first. The Spurs need a big push. They need to cut it to 16 soon. And the move to Leonard, and he misses. And here's Leonard again for the Spurs. Raptors haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. Parker to Splitter. Leonard again. Into Parker, and pulls and misses. Splitter couldn't get the rebound. They needed that. Leonard, no. Lowry, no. Trying to get in. Leonard again, one-on-one, a good defensive team. Leonard, no good, and here's Green the other way. Trying to go in the Spurs. Leonard at 19. And that's going to be on Leonard, his first.
Kawhi Leonard. That's his first personal foul.
I'm going to say he got him on the body.
At the line for the Spurs, Danny Green.
Danny Green will be at the line here, and he'll cut it to 25. What's 28? Powell now. Powell, a 24-point game. Hard to imagine, but the Spurs are that good. Things can happen, and that's going to be a block the other way. Here's Green. A little bit different in the way these teams are running now. Splitter. Could have been a travel. Split, yeah, he traveled. You know, a little bit, they let it go here. Oh, what a block by Tim Duncan. Look at this on Kawhi Leonard. He went to jam it, and Duncan just blew it away out of his hand. And the Raptors here as we begin the third quarter. San Antonio 4 points. 4-0 here. Leonard, easy. He gets open, he shoots, he scores. 14 assists. Toronto's 2-2. Tonight they look like they're 4-0, except for that. There's Tony Parker. You got to play statistic basketball to a certain point, and then you got to push it up. I mean, it's 26 down. Lowry to Leonard. Oh, he's wide open. Leonard against himself. Missed. Here comes Kawhi Leonard. There's Tony Parker. Yes. And Parker again nails it. Down to 22. Siakam, there's a block, and that is big by Duncan. Here's Tony Parker. Oh, look at this, and Parker puts it through. It's now 20. They might want to talk about it soon. Parker has 16 points. He's been playing very well today. Leonard. And Ibaka, what a play. They passed to him out of the sky, and they stopped that San Antonio run. Splitter. Green. Powell will steal it away. Lowry got it, and it is 65-41. Kyle Lowry. Tony Parker and the San Antonio Spurs. That's the one thing with basketball. Splitter should have taken it in. He should have, and he didn't. He had a mismatch there, just in defensive style, not in player-on-player. He had separation. He put it on the ground. They almost throw it away. They go to Lowry, and he puts it through. Toronto's leading, and they're back up to 26. And a timeout by the Spurs. This is right near the time San Antonio will be out of the game. Greg Popovich can't believe it. 26-point lead. We'll be back. Toronto 26 points. They're up. Duncan. And he'll put it through. Well, I mean, at least for the Spurs, they get one immediately. Here comes Lynn. Hey, they come out of that timeout. It was ugly, but they get, there's a three, and no, can't have it. It's going to be dropped back. Here's Green to Lynn. Green, Van Vliet. Surprisingly, very interesting, Van Vliet. Here's Duncan. They go on a fast break. Joseph to Leonard, and it is now a 22-point game. And it is interesting because you can feel a little bit of momentum here after that timeout. Lynn can't get it in. Duncan again. Duncan's going to have to go the rest of the way. Joseph can't have it. Lynn's getting a lot of playing time. And Unabi. And Leonard with the foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Well, Toronto, I mean, if they hold on, they will be 3 and 2.
OG and Unabi taking 2 shots.
And Unabi will take his second and nail it. It's now 23. 68-45, Duncan again, yes.
Tim Duncan.
They get around 21 and 20. They just have a hard time beating that barrier. They need to stop here, and they need to be able to make another field goal. Van Vliet. Block. He'll just throw it up and missed it. They're going to say that counted. I would have to say if it went in, you would have to review that or something. That looked like it was in his hands. Ginobili. Now this is a big possession. They're trying to get it under 20. And they throw it away. Ibaka, they bring it up to Anunoby. Mills, and Anunoby puts it through. It's 23 now. I mean, what do you do? It's a 23-point game. It was 21, and you turned it over. That's an easy dunk. Leonard will have it, and they're starting to get those kind of baskets. Look at the field goal percentage for San Antonio. They're shooting 73%. They're still down by 21. They shot 19% in the first quarter when they had 10 points. Tim Duncan, off glass, no good. And Anunoby, Van Vliet, no good, and here goes Leonard. Leonard to Green. 70-49. Mills, no. And an OB to Van Vliet. Pulls and, oh, was that terribly short. It's 21. Ginobili to Leonard, and he misses. Ibaka to Anunoby. Van Vliet again, third quarter, and the clock is ticking. This is a little different. It's 21. They can't get it under 20. Anunoby will pull and miss. No good. Ibaka, and they put it through. They cannot get it under 20 points. That's the problem. And, you know, in this third quarter, you got to get it down to at least 15 by the end of the quarter. And right to Mills, a nice pass.
Assisted by.
They're going to use some time on the inbound. Toronto by 21. There they go, Gasol, right Van Vliet, and nails it. Van Vliet has 8 points in the first half. That means he has double digits now. Leonard should pull right now. He doesn't. He goes around Ibaka. He can't have it. And Ibaka the block. Ginobili to Mills. Ginobili has not shot the ball. Mills. No. Oh my, it went in and out. Van Vliet. About a minute to go. I mean, it is 23, and if they get a couple baskets in a row, it's going to be over. Van Vliet missed it. Not much scoring in this third quarter. Leonard on to Van Vliet. Leonard, no, nobody can hit. It was 60. There it is. That's going to be 2 more. It's now a 25-point game, and really this fourth quarter is going to be garbage time. I'm trying to think, you know, Toronto was 60. Oh, look at that. And that's going to be an and one. They didn't want that. Gasol with the foul.
That's his first.
You really didn't want that. That was a mistake. If you get beat, just let them score.
San Antonio.
While Leonard will nail it. It's a 3-point play, like somebody hitting a 3. 22-point game. Siakam. Lowry again. It's 22. Lowry, and that's a block. They got to get it off, and they shoot. Oh, in and out, and Leonard, here they come. 15 seconds in the quarter. Mills to Ginobili. He hasn't shot threes, really. They get it in to Kawhi. They got to get something going. They got a second to go. Leonard, the fadeaway, and that's it. 22-point lead for Toronto at the end of 3. 76-54. And unless Toronto has a miracle, this thing is over. That was a heck of an assist as San Antonio will start off in the fourth quarter with the ball. They won the opening tip, and in the NBA, if you win the opening tip, you get the ball in the fourth quarter. What do you say to a 22-point game? You're seeing different styles. You're seeing different matchups. Pulls and misses. It's Siakam. For San Antonio to have any chance, they got to get it to 15 within the first 3 minutes. By 9 minutes to go, they got to get it to 15. Splitter, almost. There's Zhao. Zhao, foot on the line. He nails it, but his foot was on the line. Boris Zhao, and it is, look at this second half shooting. A lot better for San Antonio. It's down to 20 now. Oh, the hit, no good. The defense for San Antonio has been better. It's just been a lot of intangibles and power. Oh, he's out of bounds. Parker's out of bounds. And it's mistakes like that that kill him. 20-point game. Foul to Leonard. Siakam got it, and that's a big three. 79-56, and that, even though we got 10 and a half minutes, that might be a dagger. That just might be the dagger right there. I don't know if San Antonio can outscore Toronto by 23 at this moment. That's going to be Parker. He's going to do a little bit. It's now 21. They can't get it under 20. They've been to 20 a few times. They can't get it under 20, and that's going to be 2 more. That's easy. (81-58) Toronto. Green and Parker, he can't have it. He gets the offensive ball. He needed that to happen. Kawhi Leonard with the foul. I'm curious who is MV. Great to see you. Always great to see you, MV. It's MV mentioned in. He's a good guy. He's a real good guy. He has a lot of really great cricket stuff and soccer stuff on his channel. You should go see that. Really, you should. It's a 21-point blowout here. Powell, they're playing close, and Powell again, and that's a foul. And he'll go to the line. That's on Green, his first.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line.
Oh, and he'll miss one. They're still playing the music.
2 shots.
You have to realize you can't play music there. It's going to have 1 or 2. They can't get under 20 in this game. It was a huge first quarter, and then ever since then, it's been even, really. There's Splitter and a foul on Siakam.
That's his first personal foul.
And Siakam, it's 82-61.
San Antonio. Thiago Splitter.
And Splitter, it's 82-62. Siakam to Powell. He misses. Green to Parker, and it's kicked away. Here's Gasol. I don't think that was a kick. They can't get it under. They cannot get it under 20 points, no matter what they do. A great pass inside, and he misses. That's Marcus Gasol. And that's going to be Tony Parker. And this is now 18 now.
That's his first personal foul.
He said 15 by 9 minutes.
Shooting for San Antonio.
It's now, it could be 17 by 8.5. And it is. lot closer than what you thought. Toronto started off the game incredibly well. Lowry inside, and that's going to be 2 for Marc Gasol. Tim Duncan is ready to come in. Oh, there's Parker. 3 from Green. He hits it, and that's Danny Green, and it's now 16. And that is Tony Parker. He only has, oh, what a slam dunk, Kawhi Leonard. And Tim Duncan actually is ready to come in. That was big. Here's Tony Parker. And it's 16 now. I don't know why Tim Duncan, I said Tony Parker. That was horrible. That dunk was great, and that just to make it 16 still. They're going to go inside, and it's going to be tipped. Here's Boris Chow. Tim Duncan has 2 fouls. He hasn't picked up a foul since the first quarter. Chow and Parker. Uh-oh, it's 14. Beat him on the first step, and it's now 14 now. A little bit of anxiety in the fans. Lowry goes all the way, and it's 16. Offensively, this has really picked up. Parker, and he forces himself out of bounds. So.
San Antonio ball. Spurs substitution. Tim Duncan. Kawhi Leonard.
Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard. Here's Parker. There's Kawhi, mismatch, and Kawhi can't get it. Oh, he needed to go over Powell to get it, and he couldn't. Powell. It's 16. This is... Here's Kawhi. He's got to shoot. They move it in. He lays it up, and it's good. He has had a great fourth quarter. He has 25 points now. He had 19 at the half, and he has 25. He has 6 in a quarter. Ginobili could have taken a 3, and he didn't. Manu, and he can't have it. Kawhi Leonard to rebound. 6 minutes to go. 90-72. Powell will have it. Toronto will go 3-2. No good there. That's if they win this game. They're up by 18 with under 6 to go. We're coming to that point where there's no more time left. Duncan one-on-one. He got there's Splitter, lay it in. Thiago Splitter. 90-74. Can't have it. Oh, and there's going to be goaltending. They call goaltending on that. Not exactly what he wanted. He was upset, Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, oh my, the goaltending, 5 minutes to go. There's just not enough time now. They would have to go on a mega run, and they would have to go, well, they're starting now. Duncan, Leonard, Ginobili's got to pull if he wants to hit it. They got to shoot. Oh, and they try to get it to Duncan. I saw what they were doing. Siakam for 3, ugly shot. I don't know why you would do that. You could take 24 more. Why, Leonard? And there's Leonard, pulls and misses, Splitter, and oh, they got lucky that they did not get it and one. (94-76). He goes right around everyone. Toronto, I'm just going to call it. They're going to go 3-2. Very big. San Antonio in the division could have really had separation, but they didn't get it. And if you're Toronto, you are now 3-2. And you're good. I mean, some days you're good, some days you're bad. If you're San Antonio, you were really bad early. You came by. You were okay after the first quarter, but you just couldn't break the 20 plane. You couldn't do it. Siakam, no good. Ecuador and Mexico in Quito. A very difficult place to play. It might be 3-0 in that game. Parker. Oh, what a pass, and they nail it in, but too little, too late.
Tony Parker.
When it's 94-78, too little, too late. Leonard. Leonard and Raptors ball. Like, seriously, looking for the future for these teams. For Toronto, they kind of got stuck a little bit in the... There's Kawhi Leonard. A little bit in the San Antonio's defense, but they really got out of any sort of funk that they had early. San Antonio, they were 10 points in the first quarter. We're going to end up with 80-some. In the last 3 quarters, that'll be a 100-point pace. Siakam. Powell. Oh, almost straddled it in. 96-78, and that's going to be a foul on Leonard, his third. You don't want to do that. You want to play for the future. You really do. You want to play for the future. You don't want to play. You want to use this time to play in practice how you're going to act with a 5-point lead or whatever. Blocked, and here they go. Lowry. 1:52 to go. Leonard, and there's the dunk. They're 2 away of getting 100. Kawhi Leonard, 29 points, 19 at the half, 10 in the fourth quarter. I don't believe he scored in the third. There's Tim Duncan. And the Raptors want to they want to talk a little bit about, I think they're going to get some subs in. They just want to get some subs in. You don't want Leonard out there in an 18-point game. They're just going to call timeout for some subs. And there you see everybody brand new. You do have Serge Ibaka in there. There's Vakata Minks. There are... Now's the time when you want to try something. Boucher, here's Green, the Minks. Here's Ibaka. Oh, what a play to Meeks, and a dunk, gets 100 points. Toronto has 100, and this is it. I mean, seriously, 1 minute to go. Mills today. Back to Baines. Off glass though, Ibaka to McCaw. If I were Toronto, run a few things, get out of here with a win. They lead by 20. Oh, they're just going for the throat. They want some stats. They know San Antonio can't come back even if they throw the ball out of bounds. Mills, but you also want to practice. You don't want McCaw doing that.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Spurs.
And that'll be in there. It's going to look I mean, it's about a 23 or 24 point win, really, when you look at it. Oh, what a slam dunk by Boucher. And Boucher will nail it in. What a win by Toronto. They come in here and just dominate San Antonio. They just absolutely dominate them. Baines, no, and here's McCaw. They're going to hold it. And for Toronto, they will go 3-2. For San Antonio, they will go 3-2. A big win for Toronto at home. They're very good at home. You got to win all your home ones and then try and win a couple on the road. You want home games. That's what you want in the playoffs. You want home games if you're Toronto. You don't want to have to go on the road, and they're 3-2. Big win here, Toronto, a huge victory. They absolutely just blew out San Antonio. And the final score, Toronto 102, San Antonio 83. And taking a look right now at the box score. Actually, we'll go to that. We'll go to that when we get to it. So first thing we're going to do is save. So here it is. We're going to take a look at the calendar right here. We're going to go through everything right now. Let's take a look. The 20th. So here it is. We're going to sim through that date. There it is. Let's take a look at these games. First of all, it is the Warriors just blowing out the Rockets. We don't have the greatest amount of whatever. You have 4 people over 20 points. Curry with 28, Durant 28, Thompson 24, McGee 23. And then, I mean, that was the bulk of the scoring, 120-95. For Hakeem Olajuwon, 18 rebounds. I mean, but they're 0-4, and that's going to be trouble there. Team comparison, there are some stats. Again, if you want to see, you could always rewind and, go down. Attendance is falling at 87%. 76ers, Julius Erving with 35. As they go ahead, they are 3-2. World Be Free with 16. Doug Collins with 15. McGinnis with 15. I wonder how many fouls he had. He leads the NBA or this league in fouls. He had only 3. So a light day, 124-104. A great game there. The Pistons, Thomas, Dumars, Johnson, Aguirre. And you take a look here. Nobody hit a 3. The 76ers didn't even attempt one. 124-104 the final. The 76ers 3-2. Detroit, that's big. They go down to 2-5. That's terrible. The Heat beat the 85-86 Celtics. A good game. The Celtics trying to come back. The Heat pulled away. LeBron James at 28. Miller 19. Wade 18. Bosch 16. Michaela at 30. Larry Bird only had 10 points. He had 8 assists. And the Celtics didn't shoot a 3. The Heat at 11-21. Unbelievable. It was 56-43 at the half. And then they cut it to 6, and then that was it, 9-point to win. And then there you see this, 37-10 after 1. And the Spurs won the second half, but the damage was done. 37-10 in the first half. Leonard for the Raptors, 29, Parker and Duncan. And Leonard there, both with rebounds, 10 rebounds apiece. You take a look here. And that is big. Taking a look at the 21st, the view. Only 3 games. It'll be the Magic against the Cavaliers. The Lakers, we might see this at the Blazers of 1990. This will be a very interesting game. Chamberlain, 12 rebounds. Jerry West with points. And then the same Spurs at 3-2 go to Seattle, and that's a big matchup there. And that's on the 21st of December as you take a look here. Quite quickly right now as we take a look, the options. As we're going to do this, the standings right now, we're going to go to division right now, and we're going to see the Mavericks are 3-2. Spurs go to 3-2. So that's the Central and the Southeast. The Lakers still undefeated. They've only played 3 out of 17 games. You don't know how they're going to go. The Golden State Warriors are 5-1 now. They won 4 straight. The Lakers are a big game. That's big. The Blazers are 3-2. That's a big one. 2 top teams there. The Magic are 5-2. The Lakers are 5-2, and the newer Pistons are 3-4 or 4-2. The Cavaliers are 3-2. Oh, that's a big one. Cavaliers and the Magic. And the Milwaukee Bucks 5-1. The Miami Heat are 5-1. 5 in a row for the Heat. Toronto won 3 straight. They start off 0-2. They won 3 straight. The 85-86 Celtics have lost 3 straight. And they're 1-3. When you look, the top 10, here's the East. Bucks, Heat, Lakers, Raptors, Mavericks, Spurs. Celtics, Rockets, 7-8. 9 is the Milwaukee Bucks. 10 are the Chicago Bulls. And the Seattle Supersonics are big. Now for the West. Golden State, Orlando. 3 is the Lakers. 4 Pistons. 5 Lakers. 6 Cavaliers. 7 76ers. 8 Pacers. 9 Blazers. 10 Jazz. And you can see just a bunch of the teams. The Knicks, Rockets, and other Knicks are really, and the Pistons are absorbing all the losses. But that's going to be it for us today. We'll see you next time. What a day and what a game. We'll see you next time.